Was asked the question whether Allah is the same God as the God of the Old Testament. And I would like to elaborate on that. The answer to that question is yes. The Muslim concept of Allah is exactly the same as the Jewish concept of Hashem. Therefore, no matter what you hear, some people like to claim that Allah is the moon god or whatever you hear, this is all nonsense. What does the word Allah mean today to Muslims? What it means today to Muslims is exactly the same what Hashem means to the Jews. That's really, there's no argument there. Concept of God is, really exactly the same. And therefore, no matter what you hear, and in fact, Rabbi Moshe ben Maimon, who was probably the biggest scholar that ever lived. He lived about 1,000 years ago. He said he was really critical of those who are, spreading lies just because of a political reason. And he was really critical. And he says those who say that Muslim concept of God is different and it's like idol, he says these are bad. This is bad people. I don't know exactly which word he used, but he was really critical of those people. And he says that, in fact, the Muslim concept of God is exactly the same. And not only that, he says if a Jew needs to pray, he is allowed to go to a mosque and pray together with the Muslims, because the Muslim concept of God is exactly the same as the Jewish concept of God. There's no argument there. I want to repeat it and to make sure everybody really understands that, yes, the Allah is really the same God of the Torah. Allah is the same God of the Torah. As a Jew, I can say and I can freely say this, and without even any hesitations, I can use the Arabic phrase Allahu Akbar and have no problem saying this. Allahu Akbar, I can say this all I want. And even the part of the Shahada that the Muslims say, Lo ilaha illa Allah, I can also freely say this, and I don't feel any, remorse about saying this, because their concept of God is exactly the same as the Jewish concept of God.
أخي يا مقيما شمالا جنوب تجوب الأخوة قلبي تجوب وتهتف بنحو دار الخلود فدرب الأخوة خير الدروب.